Australian Open International Tennis has put me through my paces over the past few days. Now I wish to share some thoughts on this game brought to you by Big Ant Studios. Now I was quite a big tennis fan back in the day, both playing and spectating. But I haven't played a tennis game since I believe Virtua Tennis 4. I think it was 4 anyway. It was probably about 5, even more than 5 years ago now when I reviewed that game for the now closed down Gamepad.net. AO Tennis has all the fundamentals of a good tennis game, but overall it does come over as a pretty mediocre but fun, for its duration, experience. The gameplay itself is solid, the game plays and feels good with its basic to pick up controls which can be expanded into a more experienced style. The basic setup is pressing and holding one of the face buttons with the holding increasing the power. Alternatively, you can use the right analog stick for more control but also more tricky moves. Mastering the stick controls would give you a distinct advantage but certainly is not essential. The shots feel good to play with the strength you hit the ball out can really be felt and has good feedback. I don't believe there are many licensed players in this game, with Nadal and Kerber being the two main players as they have their own respective achievements for winning the tournament. In terms of actual content to do, there is the Australian Open of course, there are casual matches, a career mode and online play. There's plenty of content if you do not tire of the general gameplay loop. The sound in this game is very hit and miss however. The first thing you notice is there's only a couple of music tracks throughout the whole game, which tires quickly and makes you think, well, I've heard this one before. The sound effects within the game are pretty well done, but the skid on the shoes on the court is a particular highlight for me. That sounds pretty amazing. I think in terms of being an indie title, the overall quality of the product is pretty high. It certainly doesn't have enough content to warrant a full price purchase, but if you can manage to get this game on a sale, then it would certainly be a worthy investment for any tennis player fan. One thing that did strike me is the fact that performing an ace is an extremely hard thing to do. Given there's an achievement to win a game by only hitting aces, which is 4 in a row, which after much attempts I finally did it. It can be achieved by creating your own player in the academy. The customization options are pretty basic, but there are plenty of them to make a unique character. They can then be uploaded and saved so you can use them in any game mode. But the reason I mention this because of the aces is because you can set player stats to whatever you want, so the player can be overall 99 with all skills at max. This makes performing aces easier but still not guaranteed. That's about it for AO Tennis. Thanks for stopping by, and if you like the video, maybe subscribe.